What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome back to episode 109 of Lyon Live here in Football Manager 2019. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. I say this every time. If you didn't watch last episode, do go watch it, and I really do mean it. I can't stress it enough. If you did watch it, thank you for watching. Crazy response to the last upload. I apologise for the fact it's been a few days since that episode. I just needed time to collect myself. It was madness. But yes, you can see the inbox here. We never even got to the inbox at the end of last episode. I was too caught up in it all. But we won League 1 on the final day. And it was an 85th minute goal for Stavarace, which ultimately saw us lift the title for the second time as manager here at Lyon. Not a bad little achievement, really. In the last 5 years, the 5 years that we've been here at Lyon, we have won the league twice, PSG have won it twice, and Monaco who have, of course, won it as well. Yeah, it was a bit of a mad game, it would be fair to say. And, well, today, we're basically going to be continuing on where we left off, where we have a chance now to set ourselves up for a treble. Yes, we have Bayer Leverkusen in 4 days. This is one of the last episodes of any kind of Football Manager 2019 Let's Play on the channel. It feels oddly fitting that to kick it off, we are going to be taking on the first team that we managed way back in the beta with our first save game of the year in Bayer Leverkusen. Of course, a slightly different look team, I guess, this season around, particularly with us having their kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? The kind of the crown in their jewel, or the jewel in their crown. I can't English. I'm still caught up on last episode. Yeah, Kai Havertz, King Kai. He's pretty blooming good, isn't he? And yeah, we kind of stole him away from them. It's interesting, actually, the fact they managed to get to the Europa League final in his absence. It's been one of their most successful seasons ever. I imagine that Leverkusen have just reinvested the pretty large wad of cash we gave them smartly and really well rounded off their team. So yes, today we've got the games against Leverkusen and Monaco. Next episode, for episode 110, we're going to do a little bit of a series review. So if there's any specific players you'd like me to look at, stuff you'd like to see in that final episode, do let me know. And then after that, we'll have, I don't know if it really counts as an episode of Lyon Live. I feel like we'll call it Lyon in the future. But essentially, we'll probably holiday forward 5 years, and then probably 10 years, maybe then 20, and just see what becomes of the various players that make up our Lyon side. I feel like it'll be fun to just see how some of the incredible young prospects which we have fostered during our time here get on, and I guess to what extent Lyon can maintain the success they've had under our leadership when I guess the AI starts managing them. It will probably all go to kind of crap and we'll be really, really sad about it. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. Normally, I feel like I'd be way more nervous for a Europa League final. It's not a small competition to be in the final of, but after last episode, having won the league and having won the Champions League in the past, I'm somewhat of the attitude of, let's win it, but actually we've kind of achieved what we wanted to now. If we win it, I'm desperately then going to want to beat Monaco 3 days later to round off a treble. It could be an incredible week here at Lyon if we were to win all 3 competitions. Already won to our name. Let's try and get another, shall we? And I think to start today's game, I'm almost tempted just to go with the team that we played in our last game. Would that be a terrible idea? Would that be a mad idea? I don't necessarily think so. I think we'll bring in Gabels from our leader, but the rest of the team I'm just going to keep the same. Our back line this year has been very, very good. Oh, okay, we can have pretty much unlimited subs here. Well, in that case, everyone get in. Everyone get in. Pick, where is unpicked positions? Pick rotate, pick without restriction, unpicked position. There we go. Right, we have a full bench, everyone. It's exciting. Anthony Lopez is on the bench. Part of me would like to bring him on if we can. He's been a loyal servant here at the club. He's on his way out to Rangers, if I'm not mistaken, come the end of the year. So, well, it's unlikely he's going to play for us much more, but maybe a chance here. You can see, look at their team. They've got Goretzka, they've got James Rodriguez, they've got some pretty good players. Lyon, Odriozola, I want to say he starts at Real Madrid. Am I right in thinking Real Madrid? Yeah, he moved to Real Madrid in real life for £27 million. You can see the last 3 years he's had at Leverkusen. They have a good little team. This year they've come second in the Bundesliga. Have they won it any recent years? Let's have a quick look. It's a bit of a silly question, really, isn't it? Bayern Munich reigning supreme, but Bayer Leverkusen here have become that comfortable kind of second best side. Anyway, It's the Europa League final. It is a big game, whatever way you look at it. Let's get a win, shall we, boys? Let's just wrap things up here with a nice bow. We don't need the latest scores anymore. We have this game here, and then we have one more match against Monaco, which will either be us ending on a high or ending with an eternal regret, I guess, about things. I want to beat Monaco in that. We've been very successful over the years in the French Cup. It's a competition that I feel like it's almost got our name associated to it to a point. It's just been crazy how consistently successful we've been able to be in a domestic knockout competition. So I think it's the trophy we have won the most. I'd like to win it once more after this, but we've got to focus on one game at a time. And well, 25 minutes gone, rampant, perhaps not, but we are looking pretty dominant here, edging out possession, having significantly more shots, but not a whole lot on target. And apparently Staffordacci is making lots of mistakes today. Staffordacci, we're building a statue for you at the moment. It's going to be out by the stadium for the contribution you've made in 6 months and to win us the league this year. If you could just step it up in the second half, it would be fantastic, greatly appreciated, more than you can imagine. Yeah, please do it for us. He can't hear me. It feels like he's real to me, but that's what Football Manager does to you, about shouting at dots on a screen. Two starts pulled a groin. They've got a chance here, actually. James Rodriguez whipped in Mustafi. Out to Jadas. Of course, Jadas is here. The gang's here. Don't score against us. He's probably going to score a free kick in the last minute, and I'm going to be upset. Aouar's been awful. I'm going to take him on for Kai Havertz, who I imagine is ready and raring to go against his former club. He is going to want to prove a point, you'd imagine. Not able to start this game. Not because he was unfit or anything, but just because I decided not to pick him. But he's got his chance to have an impact here. And, well, the ball with Gabel's clean through. Can he finish it? He should have finished it. He didn't finish it, though. Timo Horn stood tall and brave. We'll go with that. Tall like a tree. Stop the ball getting in. We've got the ball, Staffordacci. I feel like whenever he touches something, you expect it just to end up in the back of the net. Unfortunately, on that occasion, he just couldn't quite get it goalwards. But the highlights, they're hotting up. There's a few coming. We're applying pressure high up the pitch here. Jonathan Tah, who is carrying a knock in possession, trying to force an error out of them here at the back, Leverkusen. Got to be a little bit of a concern that if they were to break our initial press, it could cause us some problems. But, no, we're doing okay, but we need to defend here. Shadas whips it in. Lyon, oh my god, Donnarumma, that is an incredible save. Is it an £80 million save? I don't know. Probably not. But that is a ridiculous stop. If you didn't see it, go back and watch it. Not often do you see a highlight of a Football Manager save and it's better than a goal. Gabels hasn't played too great here. I am going to bring in Moise Keane, who is fit. I have one last sub. And Ndombele's not the best of matches. We'll bring in Lucas Romero for him. Lucas Romero, one of the first players we signed here at Lyon. A player who's been forever a squad player, it feels like. A player we've always been able to rely on. Need him to turn up here if he can. Sunday whips it in. Moise Keane heads it down. Markovic outside of the post. Denies us. That was blowing close. You don't get much closer than that. You can see we've had 20 shots to their 8. But actually, in terms of half chances and clear-cut chances, it's even Stevens. It's 0-0 after 90 minutes. It's not really a classic, is it? I don't know if we get another sub now we've gone to extra time. If we do, I'm going to take off Sunday because he's on a booking and he's just a walking bucking machine and he scares me when he's already booked. Boys, not happy. Donnarumma, you did make one fantastic little stop. I'll give it to you. But, well, we're going to need maybe 1 or 2 more stops from you if you can. You can see they've made all 4 of their changes now. I mean, the first half of extra... Are we going to penalties here? I don't want penalties. Penalties scare me. Penalties just... Nah. Not for me. 15 minutes left for someone to find a breakthrough. I'm going to demand more from the players. I don't know if this is a pointless kickoff highlight. It is a pointless kickoff highlight. I don't know what I expected. 10 minutes left and counting. There is just nothing happening here. Since extra time, it feels like legs have just tired out. A minute left, we're going to penalties. I don't like it. They're not fun. They're not pleasant. So I really want Havertz to take the first penalty. He's got 17 composure. He's going to need to use every ounce of it here. They are going to start the penalty proceedings. It's James Rodriguez. He steps up. Jimmy Rod. Can he score? He cannot. Donnarumma diving down to his left. And very similar to save to the one he made in open play. Now can Havertz put us ahead. The former Leverkusen man. He steps up and he has hit it down the middle. Where the keeper did commit to going. But he's got a bit of fortune about it and it's found its way in. So now with Alario, the Argentine, a long-term servant of Leverkusen, he steps up and he puts it exactly where he wanted to, into that top right corner. Donnarumma can't get to it. Now, attention turns to Eder Militao, the young Brazilian. What can he do? He hits it, and that is a fantastic little penalty from a defender. Now Jadas, there's lots of threads here, isn't there, of players linked to us. A player who was fantastic for us the first half of the season, got injured, we let him go, and now he scored the penalty against us. Not sure about the celebration that the Leverkusen players were doing. If you missed it, they were doing a plain celebration on the halfway line. Trincao, the youngster, the young gun, he's missed it. This is drama. Goretzka now steps up. Donnarumma, make another save for me, my friend. He goes the right way, but he can't stop it. We really need to score this one now. One penalty left each after this. If we do score it, it would be all square going into it. Vargas, top bins it goes. And now it's essentially sudden death. Next penalty miss followed by a goal scored is going to settle things here. Lyon, can he set the bar high? Can he get the first goal in the sudden death? Of course he can. Whew. Pressure. High pressure. Toussaint. Are you going? No. Oh, it's... I want a happy ending here, Stavarace. Don't miss the penalty that sees us lose this final. You were superb for us in the run-up to the end of this year. I mean, who else was going to step up for this? The young Romanian. Can he bag another? I'm hopeful. He hits it. What a penalty that is by my friend from the east. Stavarace. He's had his Weetabix this morning. He's got a goal. Stenzel now taking scores. Keeper dives to the bottom left. Ball goes straight down the middle. Bayer again setting the bar high, and now it's on Lucas Romero, the young gun. He's not young anymore. He came to us as a player, perhaps a little bit of a late bloomer, a late entrant to European football from South America. He has a chance here to leave this building a hero, but he has to score this penalty to keep us in it. The defensive midfielder, he does score it. Oh my gosh, I hope we're not going to be here all night. It's now with Max. Is he going to take it to the Max? Hits it. Donnarumma stops it. If we score, we win. Who is going to take the critical penalty here? Who is it? It's Moise Kean. Of course it is. Record signing Moise Kean. Europa League winner Moise Kean. Could it be? Let's see if he can add that to his resume today. The young Italian steps up. Can he score to win us the Europa League and help us do a double? He hits it. He scored. I thought the keeper had stopped it for a second. We win in the shootout. And continuing to wear our iconic fluorescent green suit, we see our team hoist the trophy above their heads. I mean, it's beautiful. It's actually... Let's just go to the pitch view. Look at it. The confetti's everywhere. I've got the trophy in my hands. I'm leading this pack. And I'm leading them, hopefully, to an upcoming win against Monaco to cap off a fantastic season. That was not a pretty game by any means. It was a 0-0 draw, won on a penalty shootout. Do I care? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's fine. It's fine as far as I'm concerned. We do now have a little bit of a concern, and that is fitness, because that game going to extra time is not ideal. What is also not ideal is the fact our next game against Monaco is in 3 days' time. Sunday and Toussaint both going to be out suspended, so rotation going to be necessary. Havertz will come in, I imagine, on the right wing. Let's deselect here all the players on the bench. In fact, let me pick my best 11 and we'll take it from there. So Sunday for Havertz, then Havertz for our... Oh, sorry, Sunday for our... We can then get Stavarace into the team, who just isn't here, of course. Not even saved as a player in our best 11. I'm going to give Kareem Thomas, I think, the start as the defensive midfielder for us, the young 20-year-old Englishman. Toussaint here. Let's get rid of you for Renato Sanchez. I mean, we've got a pretty stacked squad, haven't we? Do I want to play Gabels and Keane together instead of Stavarace? I do. I'm going to play Anthony Lopez in goal. I'm hoping that's not going to backfire on us, but he's been here since the beginning as Anthony Lopez. I want him to be here for the last game, you know? He deserves to play it. He absolutely deserves to play it. Like, he's been here throughout. He's seen a lot of change in his time. He's accepted a new role this year as the backup option rarely called upon. And yeah, immensely proud. You can see Moise Keane has only got 3 years left on his current deal. Can we give him a new contract? I mean, if I can set the club up for longer term success, I'm going to do it. You know what? I am just going to break the bank to make sure that he is signed for the long term future. He wants a lot of money, more money than I was expecting, but I still want to just get him locked in. I'll give you 115. I probably wouldn't offer him this much if I wasn't leaving after this next game. But with me knowing that I'm holidaying into the future, just give everyone new contracts. Just renew everything. We don't need to worry about Sunday. He's got a 4-year deal with an optional 3-year extension. But yeah, Moise Keane, get a new contract. Enjoy it. Get your teeth into it. You probably don't deserve it, but I don't want the club to lose you, frankly, because you are an immense player, and at the very least, I want them to get as much money as possible when the AI inevitably just has a fire sale of this squad that we have assembled. And I fear, at least, Lyon might just end up going back to mediocrity. To be clear, absolutely hoping that is not going to happen, but I'm speaking from experience, you know. We'll have to see. Anyway, Monaco, the last game ever here for Lyon Live in terms of actual match that we will be managing. It is the French Cup final. Could we win a third piece of silverware in a week? That's the aim. Is it a realistic aim? I'll let you decide. It's not going to be easy against Monaco. They've caused us problems this season. In fact, they cause us problems most seasons. I'm actually a little bit nervous, which is bizarre because of all the cup competitions we were still in our run into the end of the year. This was the one that I would have said, least important, don't care. No, I want the treble now. I want like this really good, meaningful treble. It's been a long season, you know, and you think back to when we lost the Trophy des Champions against Monaco. We lost against them to start the season. I'm hoping that it's going to be a different result this time around. If we just look at the history here and past winners, you can see we've won this competition the previous 2 years. The year before that, we lost on penalties in the final. Let's not have a repeat of that. In fact, let's not have this go to penalties, shall we? This is the team we're going to go with. Let's get it locked in. Let's get it submitted. What have Monaco got for us? They're playing a 4-2-3-1, a very attacking formation. Oh, please, boys. Let's end on a high. I want to end with a smile on my face. I'm going to be smiling regardless of what happens here because what a series this has been. What an adventure we have been on. But it would just feel a bit... I don't want to say anticlimactic to lose this game now because I feel like after last episode it's almost impossible for it to be anything preceding it to be anticlimactic. But... a treble sounds good, doesn't it? Let's get it, boys. 10 minutes into this game. We have a set piece to defend. This is not what I want to see. Ball whipped in. They've had a lot of chances actually early on here. Aouar nods it wide for Kai Havertz, who will bring the ball forward here. Can we launch a counter-attack? That's going to be the question. King Kai dinks the ball in to Gabels. Should score this. Can he score it? Of course he can. One of the players who's been imperative during our time here at Lyon. A player who guided us with goals to a Champions League final. And he's been set through by Havertz this time. And what a ball this was, might I add. From out on the right-hand side, people laughed at me when I said Kai Havertz was going to play in the wide midfielder position for us. He's done a job everywhere that we've played him. Perhaps more successful than some of our other adventures with Tolisso and co. in terms of retraining players to play slightly less conventional positions. I won't talk about the left-back Tolisso, but that happened. It was a chapter during our time here at Lyon. One that maybe we won't look back as fondly as some others. Militao dinking it in, headed away by Bonucci, only as far as Pavon, who should get this clear. Does eventually, kind of dwelled on the ball a little bit. might give us a chance to collect ourselves and with possession of the ball make something happen. If we are going to make something happen, it's going to have to come from deep here. On our own halfway line, players kind of slowly getting back into shape now, back into formation. Lenglet getting pressed hard, needs to not do anything too crazy here. Let's not put ourselves under needless pressure, boys. 2 players hot on his heels, goes to Lopez, of course, playing his final game here at Lyon. What an opportunity it is for him. Gabels threaded through, should finish it, oh my word. Oh my word, it's very similar to the first goal in terms of the scorer and the assister. The finish, though, a class above what we saw from the previous one-on-one. Havertz this time cutting inside and putting a ball through on his left foot. Gabels just chips the keeper, casual as you like. Not a bad way to grab your second goal of the game. They've now got a set piece here. Ziyech. That's grazed the crossbar. That's a warning shot in our direction. Perhaps just a little heads up that we do need to be wary. We do need to pay attention here. Vargas whips it in and whips it out again. There was lots of whip on it. What can I say? Sidibe to bring the ball forward. The Evertonian in real life still repping Monaco in game. Gives away the ball. Trying to get the ball over the top with Ndombele. Keane could thread through Gabels, who is going to be on for the hat-trick in the cup final. I imagine with a whole half of football yet to play, he's going to be quite keen to bag that if he can. Pau Lopez here. What are you doing, Pau Lopez? Dwelling on the ball, surrendering it our way. Can we, continue this onslaught that we've been unleashing as of late? Monaco, yes, they've had more shots, but the quality of chances we're having is huge, and Keane's header, another fantastic chance that did not go far away. You can see we've had 2 clear-cut chances to Monaco's 0. Half chances 1-1. That is not a bad half, if I might say so myself. Boys, I'm very happy with that. More of the same, please. It's weird, Monaco, they're doing what it feels like you do a lot as like the player in Football Manager, having loads of shots and not scoring. I think it's one of those confirmation bias things where when it happens to you and you're like, we're having all the shots but nothing's going in, you complain, and when it happens the other way, you don't mention it. We're getting a little bit of that today, but the quality of chances for us has been huge, and Monaco really haven't threatened, scoring through a clear-cut chance. Havertz looking for a hat-trick of assists, potentially. Gives it back to Kareem Thomas, the young Englishman. Now with Ndombele. Wide to Moise Kean. Gabels is somewhere in the box. Can he get picked out? Yes, he can. Hat-trick hero. My hero. William Gabels. He's saying, you might remember Stavarace more recently, but let's not forget what I've done here. It's hard to forget what he's done. 24 goals for the season, by the way, is a really good turnaround and turnout for a player who was injured for 4 months during the year with a broken foot. That is pretty incredible. Really, really great play by him here today. We've dismantled Monaco just sublimely. We will look to score more to continue a route. Aouar bringing it forward. Could thread through his man. He threads it to Gabels, who wants a 4th, gets a 4th. I mean, it's embarrassing. I mean, where was this Gabels when Stavarace was having to step up because Gabels wasn't doing anything? I have no idea, but yeah, take a bow with him, Gabels. Nice to see Aouar get the assist as well. One of those players like Lopez who's been just a leading light in this team for a very, very long time. I'm just thinking what changes I'm going to make. I'm going to bring in David Diaz to give him a little bit of game time. Renato Sanchez, I'm sorry, no emotional connection to you. Moise Kean, you can come on. And I think we'll bring in Trincao as well for Vargas with our final sub of this game. I would love Stavarace to get the final goal here at Lyon. He's got a chance at least to do it. Let's just see how he gets on, shall we? Havertz with the ball here on the right. Inside to Aouar. What can he do now? He dinks it forward. Glick heads it to Gabels. Could thread through Stavarace here. Not the quickest of players, of course, Leo, but pressuring the keeper a little bit, forcing him to go long. It is now with Almiron. I want Lopez to get a clean sheet in his final game. Monaco, please don't spoil the party. Don't be party poopers here. I'm worried they might be about to be. Good English, Jack. Well played. Oh my gosh, Lopez. What a save that is. He's seen Lopez last game and gone, all this praise Donnarumma's getting. I want some praise. You deserve it, Lopez. That was an incredible stop by the keeper. Kareem Thomas does need to be a little bit careful sliding in there whilst on a yellow card. 14 minutes left. I feel like there's another goal in this. I feel like it's a Gabel's fifth or a Stavarace first. Gabel's is through. Is he? Oh, I thought he chipped the keeper again. The keeper's actually got a fingertip save to that. The ball by Ndombele was really nice to thread through Gabel's. He's had a field day getting in behind Bonucci. But couldn't add a fifth. Not a sentence I thought I'd say as we went into this game. I'm going to go attacking to end. Let's get Stavarace a goal, please, or Gabel's a goal. And let's not concede. We're going to concede, aren't we? I mean, Lopez has saved another. It's another clear-cut chance for Monaco, and it's another one denied. They have now got another corner here. I think this is a separate highlight as well. Can we deal with this second one? Goes all the way over to Kareem Thomas. Could potentially look to go long here, the Englishman. Instead, ignores me, goes, you know what, Gaffer? Going to play out from the back. Having his own little private game with Lenglet at the moment. Now with Awar, who's dropped into a deeper position. Gabel's. Stavarace making the run off ahead. Gabel's continues his run. Could be thread through. What a ball that is. Can he finish it? That is an incredible tackle, to be fair. Even at 4-0 down. They're not stopping. The fact that they've subbed off one of their centre-backs, Monaco, perhaps is an indicator that they weren't having the best game at the back. It's going to finish 4-0 here. Emphatic win. A nice way to cap things off. We get the treble, and we didn't concede a goal. We've got on a really good run of being defensively really solid, and I don't know if that's a little bit of fortune, if that's the fact that our defence has now got to grips with playing free at the back with our current system. But yeah, a sense of deja vu as we hoist another trophy above. You can see Lopez captaining his club for his final game, keeps a clean sheet as well, gets that fairy tale ending. Gabel's 4 goals to his name. 107 appearances for Lyon, 53 goals. That's a pretty good goal-to-game ratio, I would say. We celebrate a famous treble. The board are delighted. I'm delighted. I mean, how can you not love this? I mean, it's impossible not to love it, isn't it? We can break the consecutive wins record. That is 18 games won in a row in the French Cup. We've won it 3 times in a row. And we've set a new record for goals in a season with our tally of 25, which has beaten our previous record. I feel like this season, on all fronts, we've kind of achieved really, really great success. And that's the best feeling of all. It would have been a shame if, having won the Champions League and the league in the second year, that was kind of where we peaked. And some people may well argue it was where we peaked. But I feel like when you look at our squad, how young it is, how we're set up for the future, like, we're sorted now. We're in a good place, and this is a club which, by all accounts, should be now set up to consistently be a force in French football. And, yeah, I don't really know what else to say. It's a chapter complete, a door closes. As I said, next episode we will do a little review of the series. If there's players you want to see, specific screens, bits of information that you're curious about, do let me know about them. It probably won't be the longest video in the world. And of course, following on from that, we will have a holidaying kind of thing into the future where we have a look at how the club gets on in my absence, which I'll be honest, I'm a little bit nervous for. We'll have to see how that goes, and hopefully, of course, I will see you guys for that when it's dropping in, I want to say, next weekend as you watch this. So, yeah, give me a couple of days and we'll try and get it up on Sunday. And, well, that is all from me now, guys. Thank you for watching. Take care. Lyon Live. What a finale. I'm so proud. I'm out.